Hi guys, it's ASBYT and this is probably the biggest tech unboxing haul your face has ever seen. Slightly dramatic, but I'm basically drowning in it. Don't worry, I'm not rubbing your face in it because I will be giving a lot of this away. If you head over to my Twitter and Instagram after watching this video, I will be posting about it in the near future, so keep your eyes peeled for that. So here we have smartphones, laptops, headphones and earbuds, smartwatches, speakers and everything in between. And speaking of speakers, that is where we're going to start with today's video sponsor LG with their XBoom GoPl Series. Now, technically I'm lying a little bit here with this one because I'm not actually unboxing them because I've already reviewed them, but shh, don't judge me. So these speakers either come in the PL2, 5 or 7 size, and the continued partnership with UK audio specialist Meridian means you really are getting some of the very best sound quality equipment in this area of the market. Deep rich bass whilst maintaining clear vocals and an all-round finely balanced sound. Control buttons on the top including a sound boost option to give that added beast mode if needed. IPX5 water resistant rating, great portability and great battery life also, so if you are looking to use them for camping for example, then these might be a great option. And some of the models have this really cool visible dual action bass feature and multicoloured light rings, which are a nice addition. Overall, these are right at the top of the game when it comes to portable Bluetooth speakers and well worth a check out if you're in the market. There are currently some great deals available on these at the moment, but I'm not sure how long that is going to last, so don't delay. If you're interested, I will leave a link to them in the video description below. Next up, we have some Apple AirPods Pro kind of clones, but kind of not apparently as well, because as far as I'm aware, they're actually a fairly legitimate company. They're not just complete rip-off merchants. Didn't sound too convincing with that one, did I? I'm being deadly honest. I don't really know the backstory behind the company, and any company that produces products that look basically identical to another one, I'm always a little bit skeptical about them, but some of the other reviews on different outlets seem pretty legit. The website looks great, so let's take a closer look. So these are the Happy Plugs. I'm not too sure about the name, sounds a little bit rude. And it also says on the case Stockholm, as they are a Swedish company. Shout out to the Swedes. I'm not sure on the longevity of the build, but it's a nice matte finish and I've got them in navy blue and black, which I think look pretty slick indeed. It says active noise cancellation, 38 hours of battery, premium audio quality and touch commands as well. Now these are around half the price of AirPods Pros, so I thought, let's have a listen. They're not quite as good as AirPods Pros, but they're not too shabby either. I'm not hugely convinced by the ANC and transparency modes. They sound different when you go between them, but it's not great. But decent design, pretty decent sound, and if you want to save half your money on AirPods Pros, then these might be a good option for you. Next, we have a Samsung laptop, and this is the Galaxy Book Ion. Windows 10, Intel Core i5 and a 13.3-inch Full HD QLED display, and it's nice and bright at 600 nits. There's also 8GB of RAM and 512GB of SSD storage. Solid. This is the Aura Silver coloured version, and I'm not sure whether the camera will do this justice, but there's a really nice kind of shimmer to it. And there's also a blue colouring to the hinge, which glides underneath as you lift the lid. It looks possibly more premium than it actually feels just due to the magnesium build, but that also makes it super lightweight, great for students and people who travel a lot and need that kind of portability where you can chuck it in your bag. Side-firing speakers tuned by AKG, which is nice to see as I'm not a massive fan of down-firing ones, as they can easily get blocked. And the backlit keyboard is nice and comfortable to type on, with some travel without being too mushy, and it's not clacky and loud. So creating and editing documents, browsing the web, etc. is an absolute breeze. I'm not a huge fan of the solely purposed fingerprint reader. I think this could have been integrated into the power button, as we've seen on other laptops, to free up space on the keyboard, but it does work well, as does the trackpad, which is pretty reliable without being quite on the level of Apple's MacBooks. Headphone jack, HDMI, Type-C/Thunderbolt 3 and power ports on one side, and 2 USB Type-A ports and a micro SD card slot as well on the other. I would, like with any laptop, personally like to have seen possibly more than one USB Type-C port, but there is a decent array of options here. It's not cheap, but around £1,200 UK, which I think is personally a little bit steep, but certainly if you have that sort of money to spend, this is a pretty decent option that you might want to consider. While we're on Samsung, I also have a Samsung Type-A to Type-C adapter, which you can use with your Galaxy Book Ion if you want to, and a portable battery power pack as well, 10,000 mAh, and some Bluetooth wireless headphones by AKG, so we may as well whack that in here as well. Inside the box, we've got the headphones, the manual, a case and charging cable, and a 2.5 to 3.5mm cable as well if you prefer to go wired. You've got an adjustable headband which has some padding but not a huge amount, and the ear cups swivel and fold inwards as well, so it is great for travel. The plastic and rubber materials make this very nice and lightweight, so you shouldn't have too many problems wearing these for a fair while. Now note these are on-ear headphones and not over-ear, so sound leakage may be an issue for you, and also passive noise isolation as well is not great. On top of that, there is no active noise cancellation or ANC either, so there are for £150 probably, in my opinion, maybe other ones to consider, but the sound quality is decent, and if you like that kind of AKG tuned sound, then might be worth taking a look. Now we jump onto this little beauty, a smartphone that I was sent a while ago now, and if I'm being completely honest, I gave it a bit of a disservice not reviewing it, for reasons which we'll touch on. On paper, it's a beast, and might just be the fastest affordable mid-range price phone available right now and going into 2021. Now I know the new phones with the new chips are just months, even weeks in some cases away, but if you need a phone right now with pretty much the fastest chip available, and you need it to be razor sharp and around the £500 mark, then this will take some beating. This is the Nubia Red Magic 5S. Snapdragon 865, 6.65-inch Full HD Plus AMOLED display with a 144Hz refresh rate. It feels insanely quick. It's a brilliant gaming smartphone with active liquid cooling and up to 12GB of RAM and 256GB of UFS 3.1 storage. We've got shoulder triggers, stereo speakers, a headphone jack, so brilliant for gaming, and a 4500 mAh battery and 55 watts fast charging is certainly solid. 64 megapixel triple camera setup, which is more than passable with an ultra wide, a macro, and up to 8K video. Yes, we don't have quite the bezel-less display that seems to be all the rage in this current climate, but the display is large, beautiful and bright, and with that ridiculously high refresh rate, everything feels so smooth and rapid. It really is a great option in this £500 market area. If you don't want to spend £500 and you still want a new smartphone, I might have something else, just let me delve. You could opt for this here Oppo X30. This retails for around £150. Clearly modelled on the Samsung S20 series with a hole punch display and similar rectangular camera array, which apparently has 5 lenses, including a 48 megapixel primary snapper. And to be honest, some of the lenses are, let's say, a bit worse for wear, but it will do the job for some. Helio P60 chip with an impressive 8GB of RAM and 256GB of storage, a 4200 mAh battery and a 6.4-inch display. No crazy high refresh rates or resolutions, but a pretty good full view display for this price point. Now the next pair of wireless headphones, these are over-the-ear ones, might be a really great option for you if you are looking for an NFC? ANC, come on. If you are looking for ANC or active noise cancellation, a premium build and design, and a brilliant charging stand, all for a reasonable price of £120. These are the AVentry Era Me. Not sure if I pronounced that right, I probably didn't, so I apologise, but let's dig a little bit deeper. So we've got a nice hard case for travel, and these are comfortable to wear for long periods. And we've got Qualcomm aptX HD audio, which is good for great sound quality. The ANC is actually pretty good as well. And the cherry on the cake here is you can download an app and customize your EQ settings to get a sound that is individual to you, which I think is a great touch. And every pair of, I've said before, every pair of headphones and earphones, etc. should have a personalized app. Next up, we have these 3 wireless earbuds this time. So we've left the headphones behind. We're now onto the earbuds. We have these from Orki, these from Joyroom, and these from Beats. Now, Orki have made a name for themselves for making pretty reasonably affordable products with pretty reasonable quality as well. And that pretty much is the same with these. They are priced at only around £20, and in the short time that I've been playing around with them, I'm actually quite impressed. Comfortable, very portable, and the passive noise cancellation due to the plug design is actually pretty decent. Are they as good as some of their £150, £200 earbuds on the market? No, but for £20, I think they excel themselves. Is that a term? Are we going with that? We're going with that. Yeah. Vocals could be crisper and bass more punchy, but £20, reasonable sound quality and pretty nice build as well. Now these Joyroom JR-TL2s, who invents these names? These, on the other hand, are probably, and possibly at the same time, possibly ones to avoid. The sound is not terrible, but it's certainly lacking, and pairing and build quality isn't the best either. We move. It's as simple as that. You've got places to go and people to see. Now Beats Flex, which were released a couple of months ago, I believe, and I've had these for a while, haven't got around to reviewing them, but we'll do a quick review for you right here. You are flexing right there. Beats Flex are good without being great, but at £50 it gives you a great in to the Apple ecosystem. There is no secret I prefer truly wireless buds. I think they look better, and wired anything other than for sheer sound quality is a no-no for me, but these do have some advantages. Number one, having both connected on one wire means that losing them is far harder than AirPods Pros, for example, where you can lose one easily, and when you take them out of your ears and snap them together, it pauses the music, which is a nice touch. There is no ANC here, but there is noise isolation and it works pretty well. There isn't actually too much difference between the AirPods Pros and the Beats Flex in terms of blocking out noise, and the AirPods Pros have active noise cancellation, so it's they've done a good job, Beats Flex here. You don't get transparency mode either with Beats Flex, so if that's something you want to be able to hear your surroundings, etc., then AirPods Pros again are going to be better for you, but they are 3 or 4 times the price. 12 hours of battery life, which is great, and it charges via USB Type-C. Yes! No lightning! Amazing! Now, to put things in perspective, these are not the best Beats products I've heard in terms of audio quality, and they're not quite as good as AirPod Pros, but they're similar. I think the drop-off in price is far greater than the drop-off in audio quality. The bass is a little bit disappointing for a Beats product, but it's okay, and these also give you pretty much all the benefits you get with an Apple product: instant pairing, switching between devices, and if you love that Apple ecosystem, then this, as I mentioned, is a great way in. And then there's this More Fit smartwatch, which is a bit debatable. It's a little bit laggy, to say the least. The display is fairly dim. The build quality is, let's say, a bit icky. But other than that, it's great. I'm joking, of course. This is definitely a case of you get what you pay for. It's far from complete, but if your budget is limited, then it does a bit of fitness tracking and sends you notifications from your phone. So yeah, I think we've covered all the boxes. Let me know in the comments if you like this sort of content. I will try and do much more haul unboxing videos where possible, because I do get sent a lot of stuff that I can't fit into individual videos. So it would be nice to do this on a sort of monthly basis maybe. Subscribe if you love everything tech and want to be notified every time I post a video. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video and found it helpful. Thanks again to LG for sponsoring today's video, and I will leave a link to all of the products I've mentioned where I can in the video description below. I love you and leave you. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, peace out.